Hello, 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 surrounding areas from Atlanta, Huntsville, Knoxville, everywhere. Thank you for tuning in to Miss LOL Let's Talk Radio Show. I have my dear special friend who surprised me and told me that he is in the area and he wanted to come by and bless me with his presence today. And I am just so excited that he decided to come by. Uh how you doing, my dear friend?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
It
good.
feels good.
Blessed and happy to be here. So glad to see you again.
Same here. It feels
And
good to
thank
be
you for
back.
my birthday gift. He
You are
brought me gifts, y'all.
you're more than welcome.
So how's life been treating you?
Life is great. I traveled to Atlanta, Georgia this weekend. Well, last week Thursday for my friend's son's graduation, and I've known Wesley since '91. So we're talking 30 plus years.
Oh wow.
And so to see his son graduate and be there with his wife and family, and it was just a really great time. And then I had to boogie down to Huntsville, Alabama, because another close friend of mine who I went to high school and college with, his son is graduating. So we were all in college together in high school, and their two sons are now going to be roommates in the fall.
Oh wow.
So I don't know if it makes me feel old or what, but to see these kids grow
Who
up,
old?
me.
I would never claim old in my life. I've been 25 for 27 years. All my children are older than me.
Well, it's definitely about
Never.
it's definitely about a
Never.
feeling,
Yes,
not the
yes.
number.
You only as old as you feel. I know, and I will never feel old.
Hmm.
Even when I'm at the age where they sending me those little what them call them AARP cards and them little
Right.
emails. They send me another one though. Somebody sent me an email talking about some senior discounts. I said, don't send me now another now. I'm not nowhere close to a discount. Leave me alone. So it's been so much happening in the world. And my heart it still goes out to, the babies that we lost, the 10 babies, and God bless the young man who owns a casket business. He decided to design all of the caskets for the babies.
I think I
God
read that.
bless him.
Hmm.
He went to each family individually and asked them what would their baby like. He designed all of them. That's just a blessing. When God blesses you, you're supposed to bless somebody else. And then our hearts are still going out to the families, the 10 families, the black families that were, murdered in the store.
In Buffalo,
Yeah, in Buffalo.
tops.
Yeah, our family goes out to them. One of the husbands I read was making arrangements for his wife that was killed in that tragedy, and he died making
Mm,
arrangements for her. So
wow.
we just got to when you leave, put your we send our children to school thinking they safe. They used to be the safest place in the world to send your baby off to school, and now we have to make sure they're covered uh in prayer before we leave them, and then you just have to cover yourself in prayer when you leave every day. So we just want to send our condolences out to these people, those families, and just um pray that God give them the peace that surpasses our understanding.
I
um
I get so frustrated. I go through a plethora of emotions when something like this happens because it
mhm.
seems like it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that told me, this is a good topic to talk about on your podcast. And I told him, no, it's not, because I'm sick and
Of talking
tired
about it.
of talking
Hmm.
about it.
Hmm.
I know the playbook. I know what they're going to, the narrative that they're going to push. And the next day we're going to go about our merry lives. So we're almost immune, not almost,
Yeah.
we're immune
Yeah.
until
Just
the
like
next mass shooting.
that's what I'm saying. Or to the next tragedy or the next innocent life is taken. Because how many times have you heard about George Floyd anymore? None.
That's right.
I hear nothing.
That's right.
You've heard nothing else. I mean, it'll go on and on and on and on for weeks or whatever. And then it's like it never happened. Like it just disappeared. Um, the young lady, what is her name, that was killed in her house? I mean, all of these peoples, all of those incidents that will happen all at the same time. You hear nothing about it no more. It's just quiet. It's
Right.
just silent.
Right.
Um,
And it frustrates me because we were supposed to get a George Floyd bill and we didn't, but we got an Asian hate bill introduced before that. And so that just brings on more frustration.
Yeah.
When are we going to actually get things done?
Yes.
When I talk about America in such a way that people tend to think that I'm unpatriotic because I point out things about it that I think could make it truly great.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to tell those people, if I'm in a marriage and I'm the one talking about the things wrong in that marriage and I want us to take the practical steps to get where we need to go, the person who cares more about the marriage is not the one who's silent. It's me.
Exactly.
So if I'm speaking up about things that I think America needs to do, the conversations that we need to have to finally get to a place where this is not happening as much or it's very minimal.
Yeah.
But
it matters.
Right.
That it matters. Because now it seems like, okay, it's something that happened. Okay, let's move on.
Right.
The weather is, you know what I'm saying? 10 people died. Okay, tomorrow is going to be 95. I'm like, okay, come on.
Right.
When it needs to matter more than that. It needs to matter. Even though this is a sad situation and all of this that happens, and sometimes we can get so depressed and so down to where we're thinking, to me, I look at it, I pray about it, but this pushes me to know that we are truly living in our last days. So what you need to do is, do your best to live in your purpose. Live in your purpose. Be happy. Go find what your gift is and use it. Use it. Maybe your gift is something that can help to stop some of this. I try to use my gift to help to stop some of this stuff because I try to bring laughter in a time of sorrow.
Right.
And that's what I use my gift for. So who knows what your gift is? You may see something that somebody else don't see. And if you keep it inside you and you don't voice it, you're not using it. It's just a waste.
So it's interesting that you said that you bring laughter to people's lives. Your profession is kind of under attack, I feel like. And the reason why I say that is because I've noticed that comedians are having a difficult time on stage doing their job and trying their hardest not to offend someone, which is hard as a comedian because every joke has some level of offense to some degree. And so the last time we spoke, the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation didn't happen yet. I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are on that situation. Chris Rock being a fellow comedian in your profession and what happened to him because of a joke that he made. Now, you might be a different type of comedian. You don't really offend like that.
Yeah, well, when I first started, I did. I was one of those people that I would say anything to get a laugh. That's what I would do. That's how I started out. I would say anything, but I really didn't say anything about people. I would say I've always mostly talked about my life. And the reason why I don't like to offend people in the audience, because I've been that person on the other end. When I was growing up, I was talked about, messed with because I didn't have a lot of hair growing up. And, I was always a big girl and all kind of stuff. So, I know how it feels to be on the other end. So I didn't do that. Then I can relate to her because I too have alopecia. And I know how it feels not being able to grow hair and you wanting to and you can and and having to go through that. Then I've been the person on the stage that has been heckled by the audience, and then somebody has tried to charge me, and then I've been the person in the audience.
Somebody tried to charge you? Mm-hmm. You mean run up on stage?
Yes. Long time ago when I first started, so a lady did. She was offended by, she felt I wasn't funny. So she thought it was her job to tell me I wasn't. And she kept cussing at me and going off and, you get your fat so-and-so off the stage and all this type of stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm tired. So I just lit into her. And I heard her feeling so bad, she charged the stage and they had to grab her and put her out the place. So, but then again, like I was saying, I've been the person in the audience that the comedian on the stage talked about. talked about me being fat. So, I've been in every area of that situation. But my thing, what I keep think people keep missing is at that point in time when Will did that, Will was not in his right mind. Will was not himself. I feel he was not himself. He had tunnel vision from him seeing his mother being abused, beaten. He was young. He couldn't protect her. He couldn't do it because he was fine. He was laughing with him until he looked over there and he saw his wife's face, which I feel she did it on purpose. My thoughts of her is totally different now since I saw other video of her demeaning him. He felt he had to protect her, and he didn't care. He felt he had to offend, what had happened to her because he saw her face. The way he did it, no, I don't think he should have done that. But I just feel like he was not in his right state of mind when he done it.
He wasn't, and I saw people on social media talking about, well, who was wrong in that situation? Well, clearly the person who committed the crime. It was an assault. So clearly Will was wrong. Now, Chris Rock, if you ask me, he went really light on Jada because I know his brand of comedy. And to me, the more I listen to it, people may take this the wrong way, but it was more of a compliment. When G.I. Jane came out with Demi Moore and she had the low cut and she was working out, that was a statement that for women. I don't think that was necessarily him saying something to the effect that Jada will be in G.I. Jane 2 as the insult,
as a derogatory statement. But
I think he tapped her just a bit. I don't think he could have went way harder than that. And once again, like I said, when Demi Moore cut her hair, I remember when that movie came out, that was a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal in a bad way. It was a big deal in a good way because she was hanging with the boys, the big boys, the military.
Well, see, me being in her shoes as well, sometimes you don't know. My thing is he is friends with both of them. If all of a sudden you saw her with her, that she comes to this big event and all of her hair is gone, that's something you don't talk about. Maybe you can mess with her backstage about that, but to do that in front of all of those people, you don't know what she's going through. Maybe she you don't know if she had cancer, got radiation treatment, and just hadn't revealed it to the world. You don't know any of that. So that's why I don't mess with people in the audience, because you never know what people are going through. I don't think he meant it in a bad way. But my thing is, wherever you are, you have to know your audience. Wherever you are, you cater your jokes to where you are. That was a classy event. To me, you make certain kind of jokes depending on where you are. Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't have went for nobody in the audience at that type of event. I wouldn't have did that.
But Chris does it all the time. That's the thing.
I know, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's different comedians for different situations, and he's not the only one to do it. He do it. DL usually do it, and a bunch of people do it. But that's just not my style.
Right. If I'm a celebrity, I'm not sitting in the front row of any event Chris Rock is hosting, because nothing is, off the table.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he knew she had alopecia, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't know.
So that's what I'm saying. With being a comedian or with being whoever you are, if I don't know, if I came in and yesterday Gil had a head full of hair and he had it fixed, it was nice, and then the next day I come see him, his hair all gone, I'm not gonna make a joke about it. I'm gonna say, hey, you decide to cut your hair off? I'm gonna ask him. And then after he tells me why or what happened, then I'm going to cut in on him. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to get him. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, friendly. But I'm saying, he's in a room full of stars, a room full of people, and you don't know why her head is like that. And you decide to make that a joke. I just don't think that was appropriate. That's my opinion. Your opinion is just like a butthole. Everybody got one.
And what made it crazy is that, like you said, he was laughing at first. And then
he saw her face.
Mm-hmm. And my thing is, do you think Jada had a responsibility to say, no, baby, not here?
Yes.
Let's wait till he gets backstage.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She did. As a wife, she should have said it's okay. But he could have given him a look to say, I don't like that. And then after it was over, they have a conversation. But it was her job as a wife not to let her husband embarrass himself like that.
Right.
It was her job as a wife, but because after he did it, she's sitting down there laughing. That's what I did not like.
Right.
Because if you were really hurt by it, you wouldn't be laughing. It's not funny.
Right.
So now you're laughing because your husband don't want to embarrass himself. Now she make me want to grab her about what hair she got on her head and slang her somewhere. Because okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Jesus,
I would have waited until
Take the
Chris
wheel.
Rock exit stage left and went
Yeah,
behind
that's
the
what I'm saying.
scenes and
had a
talked to him about it.
conversation with him.
And depending on his response,
Yeah.
that will let me know whether I should put hands.
But
on him
he
or not.
went in straight, what is it? Flight or fight mode, that.
Mhm.
So he went straight into fight mode, tunnel vision. You seen her face, I gotta protect her. Because I'm sure he was thinking, I gotta protect her now. Because when we get to the house, if I don't say nothing, it's gonna be me and her. Because you know how she is.
I know. And we have to be careful with this.
Yeah.
Protect. I don't think that's how we protect that woman. Once again, if he put his hands on Jada, that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
But to do what he did was a crime. You wait
Yeah.
until he steps left.
Yeah.
You go
But
behind.
see, that's why I keep saying I don't think he was himself.
No, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't thinking
He
about
wasn't.
that. He could have threw his whole entire career away, but he Will Smith. People still love him. You know what I'm saying? But he just didn't. He just didn't think. Just like I don't know if y'all heard about this Monique and D.L. Hughley mess that's going on.
Mm-hmm. And I love
Now
both of them.
I want to hear what's your thoughts on that one.
So let me get it straight. He was showing D.L. Hughley was showing receipts about a show that he did, and did he get paid more?
No.
Okay.
That's not it. Him and her were booked on the same show.
Okay.
His contract said he was the headliner. She had her own contract that said she was the headliner.
Okay.
So she said she was supposed to be the headliner. She says when she got there, it says that she's the feature and he's the headliner. They're the only two, and I think one more like opening comedian was on the book. So once she got there and it happened, she performed first, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And once she performed, hey son, that's my son. Y'all got to speak to him. He all in California. Yay. Once she performed, when she got out there, before she performed, she gave her spill on it. Mm-hmm. She was mad. She went off about it, and she was saying that, he was acting like a female dog, and he was this and that and the other. And she went off. I mean, she just went off and called him all kind of things and talked about him real bad for about 10 minutes on stage.
D.L. Hughley.
Yes, before she started her show.
Okay.
And this is the same stage that he has to come perform on after her. So.
Now, she was wrong. I love Monique. I love her. I'm so happy that her and I can't remember the guy named Lee Daniels. They're actually filming a movie in Pittsburgh right now.
Really?
I'm happy that she's getting back out there. But why would I don't think you put people on blast like that.
My thing is stay professional.
Absolutely.
And always stay a lady. That's my thing. I've been in that position before. But see, what you don't do is lower yourself to a standard to where you just, I can't say out of character for her because that's just how she is. You know what I'm saying? I used to love her to death. But it comes a point in your life that you got to sometimes stop pointing at everybody and take a good look in the mirror and realize some things that you are doing are because of you. So if that happened, then your problem is with the promoters. It's not with him. The promoters are in charge of the other. I got to a show one time and they told me I was the feature. So that means I come on before the headliner. I was like, okay, cool. So when I got there, I walked in on a white guy, saying, I know I'm funnier than her. She ain't funnier than me. You know where I been, blah, 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 blah. And he was steady talking. And I guess he didn't know that this was me standing right there. So he just, I know, well, y'all need to change the lineup. And he was going off. So the promoter took me behind and he asked me, he said, he trying to ask me, he feel like he should go, you should go first, and he want to go. Do you have price? I said, I'm not moving my spot. I said, for the simple fact, I told people what time I was performing. they are taking off their jobs and they're showing up at this time and bought tickets to see me. So if I go before, then they're not going to see me. So I said, I'm not moving my time. I'm going to stay where I am. He's like, okay, all right, I'm going to let you stay. So he got out there on stage and went ahead and performed, and he said a little bit about it, but he bombed. He bombed. They booed him off the stage.
Right.
Booed him. So what I did was I got out there and I did my show. I said nothing about him. I did my show and I killed. I killed so bad that in the middle of the show, he walked up. In the middle of the show, he walked up with a note and apologized to me for what he had said. And I read it to the audience.
Wow.
So you handle yourself and if you're trying to say that you're funny to him, you got 30 years in the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, show it. All she had to do, you were first. She should have got out there and killed it. I mean, tore the stage up. He had to follow her. Ain't nothing worse than somebody who gonna tear it down before you, and he had to follow her. And you get out there, she done took all his laughs. Don't nobody want to laugh at him. He ain't funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she would have still stayed a lady. She would have still stayed professional, and all this wouldn't have happened. And so that's exactly what I did. What you think about me ain't none of my business.
Right.
That's your business. I don't care what you think about what I do, because I know who I am, and I know what I can do. So yeah, that has happened to me. About 2-3 times that has happened to me. Yeah. So, and it's hard being a woman and being a comedian, because for some reason it's a man's job. You know what I'm saying? And some men feel like, you can't be funnier than them. And you can't. But my thing is, you can choose your actions, but you can't choose your consequences. So now she getting more backlash stacked upon her after all the other stuff she's done. Stay a lady. Stay, she been in it 30 years. I've been in it 20 years. I'm not exposed as she is, and I'm not all the way out there. But baby, what you'll never do is see me step out of character in front of my fans. Right. I'm not going to do that, because if you ain't got fans, you ain't got nobody. I don't care what point you're trying to prove or what you're trying to do. But if you ain't got fans, you ain't got nobody. Your fans is what make you.
Absolutely. So,
I mean, that's just that. She just should have killed it. Don't say nothing. Okay, you want to put me before him? Watch this one. I'm going to show you who I am.
I'm just a little concerned about where this is going for comedians, because I remember seeing a video with Aflon Crockett. And he was performing on stage, and a woman got on there and wanted to question him about some of his routine.
Yeah, him. Steve Brown. It started with Steve Brown a long time ago. One of the comedians hit him with the microphone stand and cut him. He had to get stitches. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I say, I don't talk about people. Most of my jokes about my life and it's about me. And I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I performed at a birthday party down in Tuscumbia, Alabama. And while I was performing, it was a guy had too many drinks. He walked up on me, and this was outside. And I didn't know he was behind me till somebody kept looking to the side, and I was wondering. And so he was like, give me the mic. I said, sir, you need to go sit down. I try to play it off. You need to go sit down. I'm performing right now. I said, you look good. We see your Gucci outfit. Go sit down, And he was like, you ain't gonna never make it to heaven with what you talking about. You're going straight to hell. I said, okay, well, I'll see you there. And by that time they had grabbed them and took them on.
Right.
But usually, this stuff happening right here just gave me another joke, because I walk on stage now with my taser around my neck on a lantern. And I tell you, if you charge me, you will be charged. And it's not by the police. It's going to be by this taser.
Well, for me, the Aflon situation, the lady shouldn't even been able to get on the stage.
That's exactly.
Where's security? That's number
Yeah.
one. Number two, he was cool about it. He was asking her, so what did I say that offended you? And she told him, he's working. Like you are working on stage. He's working. He stopped and, had a conversation. And then he said to the crowd, are you all offended? And everybody said, no, we're not offended. Keep going. And my thing is, comedians don't have time to stop their show for every person
that
who,
come on the stage.
because you're offended. I'll say this: either don't come because you should be familiar with the person you're paying money to go see,
Exactly.
or just leave and see if you can get a refund. But this whole thing about I'm going to stop your show,
Yeah,
and I'm going to reprimand you while you're working about something that I was
well,
offended
this
for.
is what's going to happen. These comedy clubs are going to start getting sued because I'm in your facility and I'm getting hurt on your stage. You need to beef up your security for somebody to. Nobody should be able to get up there and harm me in your facility. This is your facility. I'm supposed to be protected. You book me to perform here. They're going to start getting sued. That's what's going to happen. And then they just need to beef up security. You shouldn't be able to make it to the stage to do anything to me. Just like DC Young Fly. A guy charged him. Now he hit the guy and knocked him smooth out. The guy was down there. R.I.P. Done took a whole nap and everything. He done put him in sleep apnea mode and and he got the mic and continued to perform. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I go on stage now with my taser. I'm not playing. My mama taught me, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. So I ain't gonna hit you. I ain't gonna put my hands on you. But this taser, you gonna feel the battery.
You actually have a taser.
I have one that I carry. I'm surprised I ain't got it in here. But yeah, I have one that I carry on stage with me. I'm not playing with y'all.
Well, remember the Dave Chappelle situation? That was scary because
Yeah,
it wasn't a gun, but it was
a
a gun
knife.
with a knife.
Yeah.
You know, that could have went left real quick.
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
but they beat him down.
Yeah, they did. He was a pretzel baby. They done beat him down. He probably had to get him a new body from the Amazon or something because he was twisted.
And
he was twisted like Key Switch. You got me twisted.
I was happy because people need to know there are consequences when you do stuff like that. You're not just going to get your 15 minutes of fame and think you're going to walk away.
Yeah.
And that's why people do it.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I I don't feel as threatened as other people because I do clean comedy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think Mother Ella gonna be rushing me on the stage. You know, the first ladies and the pastor and them gonna rush me on the stage. But if there shall be somebody in there, you know, the Lord gonna grab them from me because you know hey, he better grab them before I do. Lord bless them. Lay your hands on them, Lord. Lay your hands on him, Lord, because you might get your early recipient. He gonna come to you a little sooner than you had put down on the little paper for him to show up. Tell Steve and them and who went up there, Paul and them to get ready, cause he on his way. Prepare the gates.
I'm just fearful that even clean, somebody's gonna find something in a clean routine.
Yeah. And
I
I was doing clean when I was there, and the guy walked up on me. But you know, it was a birthday party. They had they drink just cause they drinking. That don't mean I had to do worldly comedy. I still was doing my clean comedy, whatever. And he just felt like I shouldn't be on the microphone at the time he walked. But I'm glad they had grabbed them and stuff, cause yeah. He was messing with a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I don't play WWE, baby.
Well, I'm glad you have something on you.
Yep. So, but like I said, in this world today, we have to, it's hard to want to do what you want to do, and then you some people scared to step out into comedy now, but they've been wanting to be comedians their whole life because they scared people gonna charge them. Don't be scared. Don't let that incident or those incidents. These are people do. Let me tell you, we live in a world of social media, and people will do anything to go viral.
Right.
They'll do anything to go viral.
Right.
Anything. And you know why? Because there's so many reality shows. There's so many, who knows that guy who jumped Dave Chappelle or whatever. They said we might use him on this. They just do stuff. This is the guy, and people will watch. The world will tune in for negativity.
Well, he's an aspiring rapper, so I guess he was trying to get his 5 minutes of fame, but that never works. When have you heard of somebody doing something so ludicrous and absurd and it go viral, and then their career takes off? Like, it doesn't happen that way.
Not all, but sometimes they do crazy stuff. I don't know. You must don't look at a lot of TikTok. Are you on there a lot?
But are there like the guy who rushed Dave Chappelle? If he's an aspiring rapper, I believe his goals and dreams is to be a multi-platinum, worldwide touring type of artist. That's not going to happen based on what you did. That's what you think so?
No, the world. What I just say, the world tunes in for negativity. If once he get out with all of this, and he get out there and make a rap song about it or do whatever about it, they will listen to it. They will share it. They will talk about it. I'm telling you, the world responds to negativity. For some reason, negativity will go viral so much faster than positivity.
Yeah,
it will.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
That's true.
Yeah, because if I was still, let me tell you, if I promise you, if I was still doing worldly comedy now, I would be so much further than where I am now. Right. I truly feel that. My children say that. They say, "Mama, you would," but you know what? I'm not doing nothing that I do for men. I'm doing it for God. Because I don't want to be 80 years old and my grandbaby pulling me up on YouTube, me talking about sex and all the stuff I used to talk about. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I get convicted. So, you know what I'm saying? I love it when I can go to birthday parties, family reunions, past anniversaries, and I can tell my jokes. And then the little kids run up to me and say, "Oh, you so funny. You look like Miss LOL. You this." That's the joy that I get. Right. So it's about your purpose. It's about what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? You know, what are you out there doing it for? I'm not doing it to please men. I'm doing it to please God. He gave me my gift because my gift has fed my children when I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job when I was in your classroom. But I told jokes that whole year and it fed my children. It kept gas in my car. You know what I'm saying? I was out there slanging jokes. I was on the corner. Hustler. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to use your gift. Like I said, I've been listening to inspirational things. Did you know that Oprah Winfrey almost did not get to play Sophia in The Color Purple?
No.
They told her no. Because she called him and asked him. She said, "I came and auditioned, nobody," and they told her no. So he said, "You do not call me. I call you." So she said that's when she started her journey to lose weight. She said, "I'm tired. This fat has stopped me from getting the role that I know is for me. I'm going to the fat farm." She said she went and she said she was going and she was exercising. She said the lady came out the kitchen, called her name. Oprah. She said she called her Oprah. She said the phone used to somebody Spielberg. And he asked her where she was. He said, "You at the fat farm?" Yeah. He said, "If you lose another pound, you won't get this role. I need you to get to Detroit now." She said she knew that role was for her. And let me tell you how she knew. Harpo spelled backwards is Oprah. If you spell Harpo backwards, it's Oprah. Right. And she was Harpo's wife in the movie. What God has for you is for you. I don't care who wanna say you can't get it. It's not yours. That right there, that's it. No, that wasn't intentional. No, it wasn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was her role, regardless of what she thought she wasn't gonna get it, but it was hers. So that's why I say, no matter what you doing, no matter what, if you whatever you doing in life, if you're not getting up every day happy to go do it, then you don't need to be doing it.
Absolutely. I think the last time I was here, I said, if you didn't have to pay any bills, you didn't have to pay any mortgage, would you still wake up and go to that job? And if the answer is no, then why are you doing it now?
Exactly.
And so the saying goes, do what you love, and you won't work a day in your life. Yeah. I truly believe that.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, because like they say, the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Because the people over there, you had all these gifts, all these promises, all these ideas that they wanted to have and use to, and show the world, but they kept it inside of them, or they wrote it down, but they didn't pray over it and act on it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm at this point to where I'm asking. They say, "Ask and you shall receive." Closed mouths don't get fed. My mouth wide open. I'm asking. I need to receive whatever is for me I'm gonna get my big butt up. If I gotta squeeze through the door with some Crisco, I'm putting it on and I'm going to get it. Do you feel me?
I feel you.
Yes, we got more
you.
days behind us than we got in front of us. What we waiting for?
I feel you.
What we waiting for?
Well, you know, fear is a powerful emotion, so
It
that
is.
has a lot to do with
But
it.
God
You
didn't
feel
give
me?
us the spirit of fear. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. I'm like Muska. Who think I ain't never scared, y'all? Who? Lil John them. I don't said the wrong person. Let's show y'all listen to the rap music. I just beat bop off of it. Just do the little dances. But you can't be scared. That's why I'm stepping out on faith. Speaking of stepping out on faith, I'm starting my help project, which I've been wanting to do for years and years to help the homeless. I just have a place in my heart for the homeless people because we are one paycheck away from being there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't realize how grateful we are. We'll complain about this, that, did, and these people. If you meet a homeless person, they're some of the nicest people. I remember I was in the CC's pizza. No, not CC. Is it CC? Little C's pizza. And this guy was in there. He walked up to the counter. He said, I'm trying to see if there's anything y'all can sell for me in here for $3. So the little boy said, let me go check. What an attitude, you know, and I ain't like that. He went back there. We got anything we can sell for him $3. And he was like, no. So he got ready to turn around. I said, sir, what is it that you want? He said, I just wanted a pizza. I said, you want a pizza? I said, what kind? I said, tell him what kind of pizza you want. He said, just pepperoni. I said, you want extra cheese, meat on it, whatever? No, just pepperoni. I said, you thirsty? You want a drink? He said, yeah. I said, get you a drink. And so I gave him the money that I had out of my pocketbook, and I told him to add it to the money that he got. You keep your money. I'm going to pay for it. Because it doesn't take a dime to be nice to nobody. It don't take you the same energy it take you to be mean, use that energy to be kind to somebody. Absolutely. So I gave it to him, and he was so grateful. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. So I said, no problem. So I ordered my food, and I waited on him. When I got ready to walk out, that guy had took that one pizza down there and shared it with a whole group of people, other homeless people on the sidewalk. And when I came out, he pointed to me and told them I'm the one that did it. And they all waved at me, and I waved at them, and I blew them a kiss, because it doesn't take anything to be, so sometimes we see the homeless people and we just, they finna beg, they finna ask for something, but they're human.
Right.
Homelessness is still humanness. You know what I'm saying? So we still have to treat them like, because they once had a house, they once had a home, they once had a job, but life dealt some cards to them and it went a different way. So are we supposed to just treat them like they're not here because they got a rough patch in life? So I've started my help project, and I want to give them things to where they may wake up one morning and say, you know what, I want to go look for a job. I want them to have the basic things to kind of spruce them up so they can go look for a job. So instead of giving them just a bottle of water and a sandwich, I want to give them like a no-rinse shampoo, baby wipes, like body wipes, a hairbrush, a comb, deodorant, body spray, men and women, nail polish, razors, shaving cream, nail clipper sets, hand sanitizer, Q-tips, toothpaste, toothbrush, bottled water, mouthwash, lotion, and any other miscellaneous things like earrings, snacks, gloves, hats, anything that'll make them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Will you put it in this bag?
Yeah. And so this bag is what I'm getting printed up, and it has my acronym for the word help on it. Help is HELP, having evidence the Lord is present. Because the Lord is present in whatever we do, wherever we go, and despite that they're out there on the street or whatever, the Lord is still present. And I want them to I want to not only fill this bag with all those items, I want them to lead them with a message to let them know it's okay to have help. I raised 5 kids by myself. You think I had to get some help? Yeah, I did have to get me some help. I went up on that hill, got me one of them eggs, bacon, and tomato card. They eat better today, call everybody to the table, because, baby, I can feed them children by myself. Our refrigerator stay empty. You open it, you can see the people next door. They be like, hey, I be like, hey. But yes, Lord.
I think it's great. When did you first get this vision?
I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I kept saying, you know what? I got to get the money. You know what? Something told me, you give when you don't have. Don't wait till you get it. And so I used my money to print my first round of bags. And I wrote um, a sponsorship letter, and this list of things that I mailed to some companies and waiting to get responses from. And uh and so I'm using all the money, anything that I sell on my website, www.comedianmisslol.com, all my shirts, my fragrances, anything I sell, the money is going towards the Help Project. Um, when I go do the rest of these shows that I'm doing, I got shows lined up. I'm using that money. And I have got some sponsors. Thank you, God. Let me shout out Susan Freeman. She is a Medicare specialist. She gave a donation. Kevin Chambliss, he is the president of Street Fury Bike Club. Crystal Hawkins, she sells what is the necklace, the jewelry stuff, paparazzi. I think that's what it is. She go to her page, buy her stuff. She has good stuff. She gave a donation. I have Nua Shamoon from TikTok. Yeah. She gave a donation. And Jenna Calderon from TikTok sent in donations. And and other people are sending in. So if you want to bless me and be a part of the Help Project, you can cash out me at $MSLOL1. You can send it to my PayPal at TRESHARUT@gmail.com. And you can go to my website. Anything you purchase, any other money is going towards this Help Project. You can go to my website. My link is in my bio, but it's www.comedianmisslol.com. I'm just trying to use my platform and my gift to help where I can. I have some people who call me every year, and I go down and do comedy for the homeless people every Thanksgiving, and it's just a blessing to see their faces, and for them to be able to laugh despite what they're going through. So you use your gift, and help people. I don't care what it is. You might be the best floor sweeper in the world. Go up somebody else who ain't got no arms and sweep the floor for them. You know what I'm saying? Anything, any gift you have, just because you think your gift might be little, it's not little.
Right.
It's not little. Your gift to me was you're able to reach people. I was in his class. That was my teacher, my professor when I was in school, medical school, and he taught me anatomy 1. And when I was in his class, I came to, because I couldn't understand what was going on with my son. He was diagnosed ADHD. But when I went in his class, he broke it down to me so well that I can just close my eyes and vision what's going on in my child's body and why it's not happening. Because he has a gift with words. You have a gift with words. You have a gift with teaching. You have a gift with people. You're just gifted, and so I guess that's why you have the podcast. Tell them what it is.
Obsessively Outspoken. You can find it on the website www.obsessivelyoutspoken.com. And I don't want to plug it in just yet because you are on a roll.
Yeah, now you good. Go ahead.
He did how great of a teacher I was. You were
yes, but he is gifted, and look how he took. I bet you never thought that you were gonna do that, right? Start a podcast and help touch people in the way that you touch people.
Sometimes you don't even know that you have a gift. It takes like other people to bring it to your attention.
Yes.
And so over the past 30 years, if so many people are saying it in different parts of my life in different cities and they don't all know each other, something is up. So I've been hearing that pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
You just have a way with words. You have a way of putting things in a way that is digestible and you can understand it, and it's just a aha moment.
Yeah.
And so
and you have a way with people, because not only do you do that, he's a big brother. You're a big brother. You've been helping this kid for how long?
10 years.
10 years he's been in this young man's life, touching this young man's life. That's his gift. He has a gift to touch people. And so not only is he touching adults by teaching, and then he's on his podcast, and then he's touching children. His gift is just to touch people. He's touching people. He's using his gift to work. Now me, All my words get all mixed up. I be all jumbled, but that's why I'm a comedian.
Right.
Because I can make a joke out of my jumbled up words. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You use whatever gift you have. I'm telling you, you keep sitting on it and waiting on somebody to do it for you. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, me and these thunder thighs about to get out here and run. Do you hear me? We running for what we need to be doing in life because it's not going to come to you. It's not going to fall out the sky.
I think people just need to realize your gift is your gift, and you're the only one that can deliver it.
Yes.
So why hold it?
Mm-hmm.
Why keep it,
Mm-hmm.
in the tuck? Why don't you deliver that baby to the world and watch it grow and have the effect that it will have on the world?
Yes.
I get it. Like I said, I think fears is a big factor. I also think like insecurities and a lot of things, but you have to get to a point where you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. You have to surround yourself with enough people that believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to do daily affirmations, and you just have to find your way to serve purpose. And you're right. If everyone served purpose and utilized their gifts to the best of their ability, I believe we will be living in a better world than we are today.
Yeah, we will. You like I said, you can either stay stagnant and not never know. The only way you would know if your dream or your gift or your purpose will come true and you will use it is for you to act on it. Mm-hmm. If you just sit back and talk about it, and it's not gonna happen.
Right.
If you go outside and get in your car, you just sit in it. Where you going? Nowhere.
That's right.
You got to start it up and pull off.
That's right.
So that's the same thing you got to do with your gift and your purpose or whatever you feel like you need to be doing in life. You take that. You take it. Don't just sit on it.
And you're going to get so much more in return. When I came to Virginia College and I taught you all, I did it because I needed a job. I wanted to teach this and that. But you all have taught me so much that sometimes I felt like I got more out of it than you all did.
Yeah.
And so people need to realize that there is so much more you're going to get in return. I'm going to get into this situation to help this person, which you would, but trust me.
Yes.
What you get back in return and the impact that the people that you touch will have on you is just as great.
Yes.
And so I just wish more people understood it, because I have a tendency to forget that. When I first got into the Big Brother, Big Sister program, I was like, I'm going to teach them about this, and I'm going to take them to baseball games, and I'm going to do this and that. And that child has had a major, major, major impact on my life, and I've learned so much from him. And so when we talk, I don't regret it.
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. To me, me, I love acronyms. Okay. So, fear has two meanings, FEAR. You can forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise. You can choose which one you want to do. Face everything and rise, or you can forget everything and run. I'm not running because my thighs won't allow me to do no running. So I'm going to face it. And I'm going to take what's in front of me. I'm going to deal with it. And I'm going to use it as stepping stools, and I'm going to rise. That's what I'm doing from now on. And if you're not giving me the same energy that I'm giving you, I'm sorry. Be it mother, cousin, brother, nephew, children, child, whoever, you're getting cut. You're getting cut. Mm-hmm. I can't deal with it. You got to give me the same energy I'm giving you. You got to be on. If you're not adding substance to my life, if you're not helping me grow, you got to go.
So would you set boundaries first, and then if they continue to cross the boundaries, then you cut them off?
I'm just not gonna cut you off because you do something to me. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it known what the situation is, what the problem is. This is what you're doing to me. Okay, if I keep talking to you and telling you, and you're not listening, and you keep moving differently, then I'm gonna move out the way and let you go on. I'm not going to keep talking to you and everything I'm telling you is falling on dead ears. Why? Right. That's a waste of my time and my energy. My time and my energy is important. It's very important. So I'm not going to waste it on you if you're not adding substance to my life. If you're not helping me, okay, we can agree to disagree. But if everything you bring to me is negative, and it's not positive, and we can't agree to disagree and make it a positive situation, then I'm sorry. I love you. Just because I cut you off, that don't mean I want to see you eat. I give you something to eat. We can stop by the McDonald's or something. I'll get you a little fry, little Happy Meal or something. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still feed you, but just because I cut you out don't mean I want to see you eat. I love you because God told me to love you. I'm gonna give you the same love He give us, agape love. I'm gonna love you, but I'm sorry you can't mess up my piece. I'm already got alopecia. I'm bald head. I can't pull this weave out. You're not finna drive me crazy if I get to pulling the weave out and everybody look. Then I'm looking like Jay Pinkett and stuff. So now we're not gonna do this, okay?
A lot of people have a hard time with like parents and siblings. Am I supposed to cut them off or set boundaries? I mean, it's my mom. If your mom or your dad is ill treating you and they're abusing you, whether it's emotionally, mentally, verbally, or physically, yes. If you talk to them and they don't want to take practical steps to stop the abuse, because the abuser is not going to see anything wrong because they're the abuser.
Yes.
And you're not trying to see where I'm coming from. You could be,
and I'm telling you,
and I constantly tell you, yes, as my father, I will cut you off in a heartbeat.
I deleted phone numbers, just deleted them, because I know me. I know the type of person I am. If I'll feel sorry, or one day I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna call and just talk to him or whatever. And then and when I've done that before, I got slapped right back in the face. I cut him out one time, and then I'm trying to go back and fix what was, and I got slapped right back in the face. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get cut them off completely. And if they come back around to me, my thing is, why blessings are not supposed to hurt. If that person is a blessing in your life, then why is it hurting for them to be your friend? Absolutely. Why is it hurt for them to be your mama? Why is it hurt for them to be your daddy, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your child?
And if it's my father, why am I not treated right?
Yeah, exactly.
People will only say, well, he's your father, so talk to him. Neglecting my pain, you just re-traumatize me.
Yeah. You I'm telling you what you're doing to me, but you ain't listening to me.
Absolutely.
That goes back to what we talked about before. That's a what type of person? A narcissist.
A narcissist?
Yes.
Absolutely.
If I'm telling you what you're doing to me, you continually hurting me instead of trying to, hear what I'm saying and compromise, on the situation or whatever, and we do what we have to do to fix it together. You ain't caring. You know what I'm saying? I can't fight for a friendship by myself. Every time Mike Tyson got in the ring, he had an opponent. He didn't knock himself down. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you got to have an opponent. You got to have somebody who's willing to fight for the friendship, fight for the marriage, fight for the relationship. I don't care who it is. But if I'm talking to you and everything I'm saying to you falling on dead ears, okay, well, I'm going to be dead, so watch this. I'm gone.
I think people feel like we could change people, or people can change.
Yeah.
No one can change anybody but the person themselves. Like, I think we stay in relationships longer because we give people time after time to change. And if there's no incentive for them to change, and that's who they are.
Yes.
While we still
dealing with them.
Right.
In my 46, I know I look 25. I'm 25. I'm just saying. The birth certificate say I'm 46. In them 46 years, that birth certificate say, I had to realize and learn that loyalty has an expiration date. It does. I used to think if I'm loyal to you, I don't care what you do to me, I still got to stay loyal because I said I'm loyal. No, it's gonna expire now. It's gonna expire. It's gonna spoil. We're gonna throw it away. It don't smell good no more. This loyalty is gone. I can't do it no more. I tried. Right. Because then why do we get upset and why are we hurting? If you know you ain't did nothing wrong. If I ain't did nothing wrong to you, then what I'm mad for? That's crazy. I had to realize that. I was like, I ain't did nothing. I've been the good one. I've been the nice one. I took this person back. I still was in. And then I'm like, I'm counting up all the good things I done did. And I'm counting all the stuff that they done did wrong. And I'm like, okay, your wrong outweigh my right. Something ain't, loyalty gone. Right. Gone. We not going to do this no more.
Like I said, I'll communicate it. If we're friends, I'll communicate it. But if it's a pattern, once is a mistake, twice a mistake. But if you keep committing the same offenses time after time, I'm going to question our friendship.
You know why? I tell people all the time, a mistake repeated is a choice. A mistake repeat. If you keep making the same mistake and you keep coming out about I'm sorry, and you know you did a mistake repeated is a choice, you choosing to treat me that way. Like I said, you responsible for your actions, but you're responsible for your consequences. The consequence is you cut off.
I, I agree. I
I'm
agree.
just saying. I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be. But your peace, your energy, your happiness, your time is important.
Absolutely.
It's important. So I treat yours like it's important. So you need to treat mine the same way. Reciprocate it.
Absolutely.
If you can't reciprocate it, then okay, that's all right. That's why I be on the road by myself. That's why I'm in the restaurants by myself. They be like, somebody coming with you. I said, no, Jesus here, but he picked his own seat in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? No. I ain't got to have nobody with me. You better. They be like, it ain't safe for you to be out there on the road traveling by yourself. I said, the same God that watch over me in Chattanooga is gonna watch over me wherever I go, from LA to the Alabama, wherever I'm going. The same one. He omnipresent, baby. Read your Bibles. Read your word.
So you said something about going somewhere by yourself, going here by yourself.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, people have a problem with being by themselves.
Yeah.
And
You got to love you.
we'll hold on and we'll hang on to these toxic, these damaging relationships, all in the name of camaraderie or companionship.
Yeah.
And companionship is only good if both parties are being treated with respect and trust. And I just don't believe in just holding on to people, because I don't mind being by myself. But there's a difference between being lonely and being alone.
Yeah.
I like being alone, but I'm not lonely.
Yeah.
But people may think that I'm lonely because I don't have all these people
around you. Yeah.
But I don't need to feel myself validated to have a whole lot of people around me.
And it's so crazy. You can see relationships like that, whether it's a relationship with somebody, you know, male or female or friends, whatever. I'm tell you how you can tell it's like that. If you go out to a restaurant or wherever you are and you see two people sitting there, and the entire time they on their cell phone, no conversation, they ain't talking to each other. Right. That mean they tired of each other. They just didn't want to go here by themselves. I ain't want to sit at this table by myself and eat. Right. So that's why I asked you to come. But we ain't having no conversation. Right. When we was out eating, did we look at our phone? I don't think we looked at it one time. The only time you looked at it is the ex, if she wants something to eat. But other than that, we had conversation to talk about. That's right. Because we love each other. We want to be around each other. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you get to the point to where you in a relationship or anywhere and y'all doing more talking and texting on the cell phone when y'all together, then having a conversation, then something like, pump the brakes.
It's all trick. Yeah. It's all fake.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be out with you and I'm on my phone the whole time, that tells me either I don't enjoy your company or I'm using you for some reason. Because we need to be talking. We need to be,
probably you the one paying.
We need to be. We need to be connecting. So I'm
gonna text you. Are you still paying?
there are a lot of artificial manufactured relationships out there, and I can't get with it. If I'm going to be your friend, and we use that word a little bit too loosely, but if I'm going to be your friend, then I'm going to be your friend in every sense of the term. Yeah. If we're going to go out, I could have gone out by myself or done something else if I'm going to text the whole time we're together. Yeah. And so, I mean, and everything has its place. I see families going out to eat, and everybody,
and they do the
children,
so they not connected. This just to sit together. This ain't even a gathering or a family out. This will sit together. We just going out to sit together. That's it. So I'm just saying, time is precious. Don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? Love one another. If you care about somebody, care about them. You love them. Don't be fake. Be real. Use your purpose. Use your gift. Don't be afraid. Like I told you, fear is face everything and rise, or forget what I say. Forget everything and run. Yeah, we not running. I know I'm not.
I like face everything and rise. I love that acronym.
Face everything and rise. Face it. I'm telling you, don't be afraid. Face it and rise, baby. You can't do nothing but go up. I don't care what happens. You gotta fail. Failure ain't nothing but a next step to the next level. So
Absolutely,
don't be afraid to fail. I don't fail so many times. I'm talking about failed in life and literally. I fall all the time, Grace. That's what God made me fat. Because he know I was gonna be falling all the time. I hit the floor, hit the ground, I be bouncing and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You just gotta use your resources.
And who has not failed? Who has not
I
failed?
know,
Is there anyone in
exactly.
life that has not failed?
Yeah.
You could look at anybody in any profession that you want to be in. Trust me, they failed. We just didn't see it, or they
Yeah.
don't talk about it often.
Yeah.
We see the success, but they have failed.
Yeah.
And they failed time and time again.
And
so,
it's okay.
And it's
okay.
And it's okay.
Dust yourself off and get back up, baby. Keep on going. Keep going. Listen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Miss LOL and Friends Today Let's Talk Radio Show. I hope we have said something that has touched your spirit and your heart, that gives you the what is it, the energy or the get up and go, to get out there and go get your dreams, baby. Go get your dreams. Go face your fears. Go do it all. Do it all. Thank you so much, friend, for coming in. I love you so much. You know, anytime you here, you can stop by.
I know.
Anytime. I always love the hair. Look at these little glasses about to fall off.
I feel like I'm at home here.
Yes, I know. You've been initiated.
Yeah,
You're part of the WPTP establishment.
And let people know how important, real connection. We've been close for a number of years. And
since 99?
No, not 99. Since 2008.
Was it 8? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember. Shoot. 2008, 99. No, I was out there in the projects. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, because I graduated.
But it's so important to stay connected with good people.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
You have to have good people who have your best interests at heart.
Exactly.
And I feel that you have my best interests at heart, and I
love you to death.
And I hope you feel the same, because I love you. I love you to death as well. And yeah, stay connected to the right people. Don't just stay connected just to be connected.
Because when you came here the first time, we hadn't seen each other in 10 years.
That's right. And we picked up right when
like nothing. But I can say this. We never lost touch, because when he started his podcast, he called me. I want you on. He interviewed me, and then not only that, he will see the things that I was doing. He was always see me encouraging text. We would never talk on the phone, but he would just see me encouraging text. Do that, and that's love. That's right. Real love. You saw what I was doing, and you just always give me shout outs, and I just appreciate that. And thank you again for coming. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Okay, we're finna go for real this time. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. I don't care what you're going through in life. Face your fears, go get it. And wherever you go, before you walk out that door, remember to always pack a smile.